जी इस्लामाबाद पीस टॉक के हवाले से जो है सबकी ही नज़रें हैं और यहाँ पर तमाम इस्लामाबाद में दूसरे राउंड की जो है वो तैयारियाँ मुकम्मल हैं और ना सिर्फ पाकिस्तान बल्कि तमाम जो आलमी इदारे हैं सहाफ़त के उन सब की ही नज़रें इस्लामाबाद में हैं। और इस वक्त हमारे साथ जो है अमरीकी जो कि सीनियर सहाफ़ी हैं, जो कि CNN के डिप्लोमेटिक एडिटर भी हैं, निक रॉबर्टसन, वो भी हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं। हम इनसे चाहेंगे, इनका थोड़ा तजिया लेना चाहेंगे कि इस्लामाबाद पीस टॉक के हवाले से क्या कुछ ये अपने जहन में रखते हैं, क्या इनकी राय है, क्या ये तजिया रखते हैं। थैंक यू निक फॉर योर टाइम. So first of all, I just want to ask, US-Iran talks now become a talk of the world, and everybody is looking for the second round. What's your take, and how do you see the second round of Islamabad peace talk?
I think everyone wants it because it's going to stabilize the global economy. Whether it's fertilizer, whether it's oil, all of these things are vital. And I think if it runs longer, then the impact, that economic impact globally. So everyone is really watching this, watching Islamabad. And I think that first round of talks a week and a half ago, the US and Iran, although there was a loss of trust at the end of it, they actually got more understanding about each other's position. So if they get back to the table here right now, then I think there's a strong possibility they can make more progress. I think obviously everyone hopes that they really can close a deal. It is up to the two sides, but I think there's a lot of hope that it can be done.
Right. And what's your 2 cents regarding Pakistan's roles to bring US and Iran to the negotiating table?
I think Pakistan has a unique position because of its proximity. It's close to Iran. There is trust between the capitals, between Islamabad and Tehran, and also there's trust between the capital of Islamabad here and the leaders in the White House at the moment in Washington DC. So I think the fact that Pakistan is trusted by both sides and known by both sides, it really has a unique opportunity at the moment. It has the sort of cultural understandings with Iran that perhaps the United States is not so familiar with. You bring that to the table, but you also bring a knowledge and a strength of relationship with President Trump in the White House as well.
Being a negotiator, how you see, because you are here as for last 2 to 3 weeks, how you see the role of especially Field Marshal Asim, Munir, Prime Minister and Interior Minister and our Foreign Minister?
Everyone's playing an incredible role, and I think we can't underestimate how hard it is because the lack of trust between the United States and Iran is big. And when you're mediating, as Pakistan is, you're trying to bring the two sides together, but you have to do it with good faith. So you keep the trust of both sides. You don't lean one way, you don't lean the other way. So it's a very, very big diplomatic job. But I think when the Field Marshal and the Interior Minister spent 2.5 days in Tehran last week, building confidence building measures, sort of building on the success of the Lebanon ceasefire, getting Iran to open the Strait of Hormuz. This, demonstrates what the power of the mediator is. And of course, having the Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister involved as well as the others inside the talks, the trilateral talks a week and a half ago, that's key because the mediator has to find the way when the sides are stuck. They have to find a way. Okay, this could work for you, this could work for you. Let's try to but it's the building the trust, and it's very difficult. I am absolutely sure it feels like a roller coaster when you're the mediator like Pakistan.
Any information regarding JD Vance and US delegation? When will they arrive to Islamabad? Any such information?
Yeah, we don't have timings, but we're still expecting them to leave. I mean, obviously things can change. Everyone knows that the situation is quite tense. Everyone wants the Iranian delegation to come. It's hard to speculate because there are things that could set the situation back. We know the situation was set back because tensions again in the Strait of Hormuz over the past few days. Is that being resolved? But I think the expectation right now is that the Vice President's coming.
Last but not least, the deadline of ceasefire is just coming close and closer. So what's your take that you think that before this deadline of ceasefire there will be some development regarding talks and both delegation will reach to Islamabad?
You know, I think everyone thought that the ceasefire was sort of Tuesday night into Wednesday, and then President Trump said no, it's actually Wednesday evening Washington time, so sort of really almost sort of into very early Thursday morning here. I think clearly we understand from when President Trump said he didn't want to extend the ceasefire, really that was a pressure point for the negotiations, creating a sort of an end point that there must be a deal by before the ceasefire runs out. So I think that was a thing. But on the Iranian side, they absolutely understand that, and they don't want to be, you know, as they say, negotiating under the threat of pressure, under the shadow of pressure, I think the Speaker of the Parliament said. I think as long as the talks are happening, then the implication is that the ceasefire is holding. Is it technically extended? I'm not sure. I mean, we'll have to see.
And sir, what about the US blockade? Is there any chance Trump call out that block?
I don't think we have any idea at the moment. That's all really for the mediators and the two negotiating teams. We don't have insights.
जी बिल्कुल, जिस तरह आपने नेक की बात सुनी, नेक भी इसी इंतज़ार में है कि इस्लामाबाद के जो सेकंड जो राउंड जो है मुज़ाकरात का उसका इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं बेताबी से, और पाकिस्तान के जो रोल के किरदार के हवाले से इन्होंने बड़े वाज़ेह तौर पर बताया कि बहुत ही जो है वो एक गैर जो है मामूली और बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त किस्म का रोल जो है प्ले किया है जो फील्ड मार्शल सैयद आसिम मुनीर, वज़ीर-ए-आज़म शहबाज शरीफ, वज़ीर दाखिला मोहसिन नकवी, और सब की ही नज़रें जो हैं वो इस्लामाबाद के दूसरे राउंड पर हैं, और यहाँ पर अमरीकी सहाफ़ी भी वेट कर रहे हैं और हम भी इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं, और सभी इस उम्मीद से हैं कि जल्द अज़ जल्द ये एग्रीमेंट हो और उसके बाद जो है पूरी दुनिया में जो है अमन कायम हो, और जो इकॉनमी जो बुरी तरह मुतासर हुई है वो भी मामला जो है वो ख़त्म हो, ताकि पाकिस्तान और दीगर जितने भी ममालिक जहाँ पर तेल का बुरान है, एनर्जी का जो बहुत ज़्यादा जो इशू आ रहा है, और दीगर जो कीमतें जो बढ़ रही हैं रोज़मर्रा अशिया की, वो कम से कम हो, तो सभी जो है वो इस्लामाबाद के जो पीस टॉक के जो दूसरे राउंड के लिए बेताबी से इंतज़ार कर रहे हैं।